My daughter sends me a link saying, "Daddy, I wanna go to Drake conference or performance. Can you please check if this link is legit?" The price was a little bit less than $200. So I look at it and I did a quick search to see if it's a legit website, and yes, it is. Now, we live in Canada, and there was nothing saying if it was, not Canadian. And since Drake was performing here in Montreal, in Canada, I assumed it would be Canadian. Now, I did not worry much because, there was a message saying that ticket returns without nonsense. So I felt confident to go ahead and put the order until I receive a notification from my Visa saying, like, this is your purchase, and it was way more than what I have agreed to pay. So this is when I realized it was US dollar, not Canadian. So I tried to reach out to find their customer service number, and this is how I landed at PissedConsumer, because their number was there and there was an option to call the company, but unfortunately it seemed that it was no longer available. The number was wrong. So I went ahead and downloaded an app from the App Store in order to be able to chat with them. I spent over 45 minutes trying to understand, like, hey, I just purchased the tickets now and I found that it was US dollars, so please refund me the money. I don't want those tickets. And this is when I knew that no, it's you don't return your ticket. Well, yes, you return your ticket, but you don't get the money back. You get a code valid for a year. Like, in the last 50 years, I've never attended a performance. This is the first time my daughter wanted to go, and I'm not seeing anyone going within a year to attend something. Plus, I'm not going to pay US dollar if I can find an alternative paying Canadian dollar. So yes, I'm upset because it was the same day. It was within less than 30 minutes, actually, after I did the transaction, that I contacted them. The customer service agent tried to see if the manager could do anything, because he's like, yeah, I understand your situation. It doesn't say it's US dollar. You live in Canada and the performance in Canada. So let me see what I can do. I don't promise anything. So they came back and they said, you know what? No, we're not refunding you the money. You need either to accept a code or sell back those tickets. So even to sell back the tickets, I can't, because it seemed that it's through Ticketmasters, and this is when I got introduced to Ticketmasters, and I appreciate the Ticketmaster website because it's clear. It clearly states that it's Canadian dollar, while on the SeatGeek, it doesn't say anything. What is frustrating that first, it wasn't easy to get a hold of their customer service, and when I explained to their customer service what was going on, they understood. They said, it's beyond our control. Let's see what the higher team would say, and they couldn't make any, like, come on, I just purchased the ticket. I agreed based on that, thinking it was Canadian dollar. Your website did not mention anything that those are US dollar. Pay attention. Plus, what really frustrates me is the message saying that the ticket returns without any nonsense. So this is misleading. This is a misleading message. That makes consumers think that, yeah, that's fine. If, let's say, they want to return the ticket, they will get a refund. There was no phone number to speak directly to a human. So when I did a Google search, I found that pissed consumers offered the option to call directly the company, and there was a phone number there. But when I pressed on it, yeah, it says that the phone number is no longer in service. So I had to download the app from the Canadian Apple Store, and I was able to chat with someone, and that person. So their English was not the best because I can see a lot of typos, and I wasn't sure at the beginning they understood what I was saying, until finally they said, "Oh, okay, now we understand. So you purchased the ticket today, and you thought it was." Canadian dollar, and then later on you found out it was US dollar. So yes, unfortunately, we don't refund the tickets, even though it was purchased within less than 30 minutes. We don't refund the tickets. You have the option either to get a code valid for a year to buy other tickets or to resell those tickets. They tried to see if a manager can do any exception. So, no. Well, customer service first is not easy to know how to get a hold of them. And then once you start chatting with them, because the only option available was really chat, it's not professional because a lot of typos, the vocabulary that was chosen was not the best. They couldn't make a decision, so they have to put me on hold and ask a higher up team. They came up with saying, no, we're not going to make any exception. On a scale 1 to 10, I would say, I don't know. I'm really not happy, not impressed. So let's say 1. Avoid any misleading message, like the one saying ticket return without nonsense. This needs to be reviewed. Um, and make sure to put the currency, like make sure that it's clear it's US dollar. And why not making it in a way that, if I'm accessing your website from Canada, it doesn't automatically show me the Canadian currency, and so on. The best way to resolve this issue is really to refund the money I paid, agreeing that it was Canadian dollar. I did not agree to pay US dollar. So a refund would be appreciated.